Hello, friends. Namaste and welcome. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I'm your astrologer friend, Rajiv Nath, back with you with another important video. And just a few days back, I had released a video, published a video on the topic of marriage, and I'm doing the same again today. And in that last video, I had dwelt upon the importance of Vedic astrology also. I had tried to send the message across to you that if KP is important, of course it is important and very accurate, so is Vedic. We as astrologers somehow we tend to. I'm seeing these days that people, new upcoming budding learning astrologers, they tend to ignore sort of Vedic astrology. So I'm making another video today. The topic again is marriage, and in KP, the importance of the untenanted cuspal sublord. See how it plays a role in and helps you in prediction, provided you know the rules of KP. And the same horoscope I'll be discussing again in this video also through the tenets and principles and rules of Vedic astrology to prove the same thing that I'm going to prove and predict through KP. The same thing I will be doing, the same horoscope I'll be doing through Vedic as well in this video itself, like I had done in my last video. So just not wasting too much of time, I'll just share the screen, the horoscope that I have taken up for analyzing and discussing. And please pay attention very, very carefully. Very important rules of KP that we are going to discuss. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm going to open the screen. Okay, so here we go. See, as I have written on the top, the topic is denial or delayed marriage with a question mark. Whether this marriage, it is a denial of marriage, or whether it is, a delayed marriage, because the girl that we are, whose horoscope this is, she's almost above 40 now. So, and unmarried. So, is it denial or delayed? Can't say it's outright. We can't say it's denial at the moment, because these days girls do get married very rarely, but they do get married even after the age of 40. So anyway, coming to this horoscope now, look, this is the horoscope here in the South Indian style, and this is the table of KP significators. Okay, and I have fenced off some important significators that we are going to take up for our discussion. So I'm scrolling down and reading out my notes. See, from this table on the left side, you can check it out. I'll just read and explain to you the the point that I am trying to drive home. You can check it out. You can read, and you can tally the chart and the significator tables and the planetary sublord tables, as well as the cuspal position tables with what I am. I will not take my cursor to. If you're all astrologers watching this video, so what I'm trying to drive home is the importance of the untenanted cuspal sublot. That is the theme of this video, how it plays a part. Okay, so since the topic is of marriage, the sublot, now I'm reading out. You please follow what I have written. Sublot of the seventh cusp is Mercury. You can check it out from the table of cuspal sublots. Sublord of the seventh cup is Mercury, which signifies the seventh cusp. You can see it from here. Seventh cusp, Mercury in the green fence. See my cursor, which signifies the seventh cusp at the ownership level. That is a weak signification, but since it signifies the seventh, in KP we treat it as sufficient to allow marriage. So one thing is clear, that marriage is promised. It was also, nowhere denying. The sublord of the seventh cusp is also not denying marriage anywhere. That means it is not signifying the denying houses. Mainly the sixth is the main denying house. It is not signifying that. So it also, however, signifies the 12th at the A level. 12th at the A level here. It is the Mercury, the seventh sublord Mercury is signifying the 12th. This is not denial of marriage, okay? But it definitely indicates towards some impediments, which is so it's however signifies 12th at the A level, which is not a good signification for marriage prospects. Hence is a pointer towards impediments. Mercury is also in its own sublord. So Mercury in its own sublord. So Mercury promises whatever we've discussed so far regarding marriage. Okay. Okay. Now the girl's Venus Dasa started in 1990. This girl was born in 1980. Okay, 1980. The girl's Venus Dasa started in 1990 and she was of marriageable age. That is about 25 when Venus Mahadasha, Moon Antardasha was in progress. Okay, the girl had completed her MBBS. She had become a doctor by then, and the parents had started looking for matches. Let us look at Venus, the Mahadasha Lord. Let us look at Venus, the Mahadasha Lord. We are talking about marriage, okay? Venus Mahadasha was on, so let us look at Venus Mahadasha Lord. Now, Venus is untenanted. Venus is untenanted, sitting in the seventh without any other planet in seventh, owning sixth without any other planet in sixth. Venus also signifies 11th. So let us go down to scroll down again, scroll up again, and see Venus from the significate table. It is a full significator of the sixth house at the stellar level, the seventh house at the stellar level, and the 11th house also at the all marriage giving houses except sixth is a very strong denying house. So Venus the Mahadasha Lord signifies sixth and seventh, one promising marriage, the other denying marriage, and 11th again promising marriage. So Venus is a mixed signification, but still it could have given marriage since it is the Mahadasha Lord. It is strongly denying, but this is at the stellar level. Okay. See now, where were we? Yes, it is untenanted, sitting in the same Venus thus signifies the primary marriage giving houses, seventh and also 11th. Venus, however, also very strongly signifies the primary negating house as well, that is the sixth. However, in KP, it is understood that in such circumstances, marriage would not be denied but maybe a disturbed one. Since it is signifying the sixth as well as the seventh. So in KP we take it as that as the Mahadasa Lord, Venus should not be denying the marriage. Maybe albeit the marriage may be a disturbed one. There may be impediments in the settlement of the marriage, etc. But the marriage should not be denied. The whole of Venus Mahadasa passed without giving marriage in any of its antardasas. Venus Mahadasa is for 20 years. So the entire Mahadasha passed. Okay. Now let us look at the significators let us look at the significators of the marriage giving houses. Now Venus we have seen it signifies sixth, it signifies seventh, it signifies 11th. So actually it should have given marriage. Okay, the sublord of Venus is Mercury that we have already checked out. Mercury signifies the seventh house and it does not deny. So Venus could have given marriage. And especially as a Mahadasha Lord, it does not play it is not supposed to play a very big part in bringing about an event. So by signifying 7th, 11th, it should have given marriage, but it did not. 20 years passed and marriage did not take place. Anyway, let us also look at the significators of the marriage giving houses second, seventh, 11th, fifth, and eighth. Second, seventh, 11th are the main significators, okay, in whose bhuktis the marriage could have taken place. Okay, the parents had started trying after Venus Moon had already started. After this Venus Mars, we are talking about the bhuktis now. They started trying in Moon. After this, Venus Mars, Venus Rahu, Venus Jupiter, Venus Saturn, Venus Mercury, Venus Ketu remained. Out of these, Ketu is a strong significator of second and fifth, but marriage did not materialize. 20 years passed. Venus is a significator of seventh and 11th. Of course, it is also of the sixth, but it should have allowed marriage, but it did not let the marriage happen. Why did it not let the marriage happen? What is the secret? Okay, now here we come to the main theme of the video. यहाँ हम मेन थीम ऑफ द वीडियो पर आते हैं. जस्ट टू एक्सप्लेन इन हिंदी, वीनस 7th हाउस का और 11th हाउस का स्ट्रॉन्ग सिग्निफिकेटर है, जो कि मैरिज अलाउ कर देना चाहिए था. 6th का भी है, महादशा लॉर्ड वीनस है, तो 6th मैरिज को रोकता है, नेगेट करता है. बट 7th 11th महादशा लॉर्ड वीनस स्ट्रॉन्गली सिग्निफाई कर रहा है, तो शादी हो जानी चाहिए थी. लेकिन 20 साल वीनस के महादशा में शादी नहीं हुई. क्यों नहीं हुई? वाई? देखिए ना, वाई यू रीड दिस अंडरलाइंड. आई हैव आई हैव अंडरस्कोर्ड इट, अंडरलाइन इट. नाउ look at Venus as the untenanted cuspal sublord of the 6th, 12th and the first house. Venus इस टेबल से यहां देखिए, Venus is the untenanted cuspal sublord of 1st, 6th. 6th का वो सिग्निफिकेटर भी है स्टेलर लेवल पे, और 6th का वो cuspal sublord भी है, untenanted. So it will strongly signify 1st, which is also a marriage negating house, 6th house, and the 12th house, जो कि impediments का house है. So Venus signifies, Venus is the untenanted. See, the key word here is untenanted cuspal sublord of the 6th, 12th, and the house and the first house, all of which are marriage negating houses. 12th is not a marriage negating house, by the way. It is a house of impediments. And Venus becomes a very strong significator of both these cusps. Now, what are we trying to, हम क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं कि cusp and untenanted cuspal sublord जो होता है, it has a sway over stellar significations. वीनस स्टेलर लेवल पे, स्टार लेवल पे 7th और 11th को सिग्निफाई कर रहा है, 6th को भी कर रहा है, तो वहां वो मैरिज मना कर रहा है. लेकिन 7th और 11th को चूंकि वो सिग्निफाई कर रहा था, तो एज द महादशा लॉर्ड इन कोऑर्डिनेशन विद द अंतरदशा लॉर्ड्स के साथ मिलकर के उसको मैरिज दे देना चाहिए था. लेकिन यहाँ पर वीनस 1st हाउस का और 6th हाउस का अनटेनेंटेड कस्पल सबलॉर्ड बन गया. अनटेनेंटेड मतलब उसके स्टार में कोई प्लैनेट नहीं है. तो ऐसे में जब कस्पल सबलॉर्ड कोई भी ग्रह बनता है, तो वो उस कस्प का रिजल्ट बहुत स्ट्रांगली देता है. इट ओवर रूल्स इट्स स्टेलर सिग्निफिकेशंस. तो यहाँ पर वीनस ने 1st का और 6th का रिजल्ट बहुत स्ट्रांगली दिया, जिसके चलते कि लड़की की शादी पूरे 20 साल तक नहीं हो पाई. The girl did not get married for the entire 20-year period of Venus. Okay, so this is the importance of the cuspal sublord in KP. This is a very important concept. After this, देखिए, Sun Mahadasha has passed without marriage and Moon so far has not given marriage. ठीक है, तो Venus ने deny किया. That is what we are trying to discuss. Okay. If we scrutinize very carefully the marriage giving significators in the chart, or significators को अगर हम scrutiny करते हैं, we diagnose the following weaknesses. 2nd house significators are Saturn and Sun. ये आप significator tables में ऊपर जाएंगे तो देख पाएंगे. Saturn and Sun 2nd house significator है. Saturn is untenanted. Again, Saturn sublord, significator of 2nd is untenanted, and it is the untenanted sublord of the 10th house, a marriage negating house. And since Ketu is in Capricorn, it represents Saturn and will do everything that Saturn also promises. तो 2nd का भी जो significator है, वो एक तरह से डिनायल में चला गया, क्योंकि वो 10th हाउस का अनटेनेंटेड कस्पल सबलॉर्ड सैटर्न है. और चूंकि केतु सैटर्न Ketu is going to give the results of Saturn, तो Ketu ने भी deny कर दिया. In this case, तो अब हम now we are wondering, is this a case of delay or denial of marriage, since the girl is already past the age of 40. तो ऐसे cases में, straight away to rule out marriage, it's a very, very bold decision on the part of the astrologer. But we can definitely tell the parents or the girl or the boy, whoever it is, that रेमेडियल मेजर्स को रिजॉर्ट कीजिए, अदरवाइज देयर कुड बी अ डिनायल ऑफ मैरिज विद दीज कॉम्बिनेशंस. If they understand astrology, you can explain to them. If they cannot understand astrology, then आप इस तरीके से explain कीजिए. So what we are driving home is the power of the untenanted cuspal sublord in Krishnamurti Paddhati. I hope you have understood. For any queries, you can get back to me. अभी now same horoscope हम ले रहे हैं वैदिक के थ्रू. देखिए, वैदिक हम लोग बहुत नेग्लेक्ट करते हैं, तो मेरी एडवाइस आपको है, डोंट नेग्लेक्ट वैदिक. सेम हॉरोस्कोप ये है. अभी इसमें बहुत ज्यादा मैं डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगा. और उसके पहले यार, अब आई एम स्टार्टिंग माय न्यू केपी बैच फ्रॉम 15th ऑफ मे, न्यू वैदिक बैच फ्रॉम 15th ऑफ मे, और एब्सोल्यूट बेसिक कोर्स of astrology, or both basic as KP as well as both एकदम बेसिक कोर्स, वैदिक एज वेल एज केपी. वो सेम ही होता है ऑलमोस्ट. ठीक है, बेसिक एस्ट्रोलॉजी का कोर्स एकदम बिगिनर्स के लिए, जिनको कुछ भी ए ऑफ एस्ट्रोलॉजी नहीं आता है. 15th अप्रैल से आई प्लान टू स्टार्ट अ कोर्स. वीडियोस भी पुराने बैचेस के अवेलेबल हैं. यू कैन गेट इन टच विद मी एट दिस टेलीफोन नंबर. So anyway, now coming back to analyzing the same horoscope through the principles of Vedic. ये देखिए आपके सामने नॉर्थ इंडियन स्टाइल में है, ज्यादा डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगा. प्राइम डिटर्मिनेंट फॉर मैरिज यहाँ पर मून है, बिकॉज जो स्कूल ऑफ वैदिक एस्ट्रोलॉजी हम पढ़ते हैं उसमें 8th हाउस, उसमें अगर 7th हाउस में कोई मूल त्रिकोण राशि नहीं है, 2nd हाउस में मूल त्रिकोण राशि नहीं है, 4th हाउस में मूल त्रिकोण राशि नहीं है, और अगर 8th हाउस में कोई मूल त्रिकोण राशि है, तो उसका जो लॉर्ड होता है, ही बिकम्स द प्राइम डिटर्मिनेंट और सिग्निफिकेटर फॉर मैरिज as per Vedic tenet. So here in this horoscope, moon becomes the prime determinant for marriage. Moon has gone to the 12th house and house of impediments. Moon is of 28 degrees, so it is in old age and it is debilitated. Moon neech ka hai. So the prime significator for marriage as per Vedic rules has gone to the 12th house, become very weak old age के चलते और debilitation के चलते. और डेबिलिट जब प्राइम डिटर्मिनेंट किसी भी हॉरोस्कोप में एकदम वीक होकर के नीच का debilitated हो जाता है, तो there is 100% chance of denial of marriage. This is one factor. Another, in any girl's horoscope, Jupiter जो होता है गुरु, that is husband का वो कारक होता है. तो यहाँ पर गुरु है बैठा हुआ, गुरु बैठा हुआ है 9th हाउस में, एंड ये ओल्ड एज में है 28 डिग्रीज का. सो दिस ऑल्सो बिकम्स वीक. इसका डिस्पोजिटर सन जो है वो भी जो है यहाँ पर 10th हाउस में बैठ गया, 1 डिग्री का है, वो भी बहुत वीक हो गया है. सो जुपिटर ऑल्सो बिकम्स वेरी वीक. Venus, the overall कारका significator for marriage, has gone to the 8th house. So हमने जो पहला प्रिंसिपल बताया, प्राइम डिटर्मिनेंट बिकमिंग वेरी वीक एंड सिटिंग इन डेबिलिटेशन द हॉरोस्कोप कैन रिजल्ट इन डिनायल ऑफ मैरिज. नवांश को देखिए, नवांश में नवांश के लग्न में अगर कोई मूल त्रिकोण राशि है, तो उसका लॉर्ड दैट बिकम्स अ एडिशनल प्राइम सिग्निफिकेटर फॉर मैरिज. ओके, इनकी तो यहाँ पर लियो है लग्न में, और यहाँ इसका स्वामी सन जो है वो 6th हाउस में चला गया है, विच इज द डिनाइंग हाउस, मैरिज डिनाइंग हाउस. मून जो यहाँ प्राइम डिटर्मिनेंट था मेन चार्ट में, इट हैज कम टू द 8th हाउस इन द नवांश. सो कहीं भी देख लीजिए, किसी भी एंगल से, फ्रॉम एनी एंगल, इफ यू scrutinize this horoscope from the Vedic rules, denial of marriage appears to be the case. So same result through KP, same result through Vedic. Okay, through Vedic. So here we go. ये हमने यही चीज यहाँ लिख दिया. I can read it out for you. Prime determinant for marriage is moon, which is in old age and in debilitation, has gone to the 12th house, hence very weak. Jupiter, the karaka for husband in a female horoscope, is also in old age, hence weak. Venus, the general significator for marriage, is placed in the 8th house, hence weak. The prime marriage determinant being weak and debilitated in any horoscope is a symptom for denial of marriage. In the Navamsha, Sun becomes additional significator for marriage and has gone to the marriage denying 6th house. Moon has gone to the 8th in the Navamsha. So denial of marriage. So this is all that I had for you today. And आप देखिए, give me your feedback, and get in touch with me, and please subscribe to my channel. Okay. And if you want to learn astrology, there's a freshers batch coming up from 15th of April. बहुत simply 10-15 classes में I'll teach you the very fundamentals of astrology. After that you can choose, you can learn KP, you can learn Vedic, जैसे भी सीखना है. ये basics जो मैं आपको सिखा दूंगा. After that you can learn your astrology through books also. You need not join any course. If you want, you can always join my course. And then videos are also available. ये है my courses are priced very cheap also, and compared to whatever is going around in the market, and videos भी हमारे available है. Please get in touch with me. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks, and have a good day, and shall come up with another video very soon. Thanks and bye.